Here is a quick way to change your state. When we have a response to a dramatic experience, or even when we've been holding tension for a long time, it can be very hard to get out of our head, and it can be very hard to shift the adrenaline and how we're feeling in the body. So this is a really nice way to shift our state, to actually bring some order in that frenetic energy. It's also very effective if we're in the other way around, where we've just been very inert, where we just can't get any energy going at all, where we just feel completely depleted and heavy. It's a great way to shift the state, just to bring some balance back in. So this is really effective for bringing in some balance. So what we're going to do is we're going to stand, and we may right now feel that restlessness or heaviness, whatever it is that you're feeling. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually physically touch and tap our body. And a great way to do it is kind of with a cupping hand rather than a flat hand. So we're going to just start with the outside of our legs here, and we're just going to tap. So you're going to just sort of almost cup hand and just clap quite heavy and just tap down the legs and go all the way down. And you're going to tap on the tops of your feet. Then you're going to come up on the inside of the legs. Tap around your knees a little bit. And the outside of the legs. Onto your Achilles is good. Calves. Up the hamstrings, up the back of the legs, up the back of the thighs. Come up the inside of the legs. On the front of the legs. Cupping, 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 and around, this is great, around the glutes and hips, very tight and tense around here, lower back, it's a very good one. Keep with the cupping hands, it feels great. Now here, the crease of the hips is where the hip flexors are. Cup your hands and tap in that groin area. It's a very good way to try to switch off that fight or flight response, kind of create a bit of a stimulus. And also the belly, we hold tight, we hold that tension. So just try to just tapping, like just round, and the diaphragm obviously. So this is a really good one, just to tap on the diaphragm, the bottom of the ribs, just under the ribs, and on the ribs themselves as well. As you can tell, it's quite a fairly firm around the ribs and up the back of the body a bit more, just wherever you can reach. And when we come up, try and come up around the chest. Now here you've got the thymus gland. You can get right on here and tap quite firmly on here. And what I like to do in this one is to breathe. Do that again. Now, with the cupping hand, you can come up around the neck here, down the trapezius. Oh my goodness, this is an area, oh, we hold that tension. So bring that down, just tapping on there, on the trapezius, on the shoulder, and down the arm. All the way down the arm, all the way down the forearm. Go onto your hand, inside of the arm, around the elbow, inside of the elbow, upper arm. Good. Just come and do the other side, just around the neck. And keep that cupping hand. Go down the trapezius. It's that tense, tense, tense muscle that we pull up around the shoulder again. Down the arm, all the way on the hand. Up the inside. You can keep doing this as long as you like. You can obviously spend a little bit longer on each bit, especially those areas that you come across at where your tension is really, where you're really holding the tension. You can go on to your, give yourself a pat on the back. And then when we come to the face, we're going to get a little bit different. We're going to sort of more piano our fingers. So just kind of like playing piano just on your jaw. All around the eyes, it's a great one, around the eyes. We're holding all those emotions, frowning on the forehead, So just kind of releasing all around there. And you can go onto the top of your head as well here. So like just kind of tapping on the top of your head. And you can do this a little bit firmer. So I kind of like have flicky hands, flicky hands, and around the back of the head, tapping on the top of the head. This is a good one, because you know that like, oh, that tension and that holding in your scalp just holds tight. So just kind of flicking. It just kind of gets you out of your head a little bit. It just wakes you up. It just gets you moving, gets that inertia moving, brings a bit of balance into the frenetic energy. Again, all around the head. Can be a bit firmer on the head than the face. And again, go around the face. Give it a bit of a rub. Just run your hands down. It's kind of almost like flicking all that stuff that you've like loosened off now. Just kind of flick it down your body, down the back of your legs, on the front of your legs. Flick it down. Keep flicking it down the arms. And then just stand for a moment. Just see what that feels like. It feels so great. You can feel that tingling. You can feel that movement. And this is something you can do a couple of times a day. Every time you feel that inertia or every time you feel that frenetic energy and you just want to bring everything back into a bit of order, you want to kind of shift the state, shift what you're feeling, and then just ground for a few moments.